Greetings, pod fans! It's day 5 of Pod Vida.
Pod videos himself every day in April.
And today, as we seem to be on an anime train, let's keep that train chugging. So I'm going to go through my top 5 anime from the last little bit of a while, around the last year. Because I've been watching a number of things. Most of these, if you watch anime, you've either heard of or you've just watched, so it's going to be real boring. Or you don't really watch anime and it's also going to be really boring. So let's get started at number 5, where we have No Guns Life, which is a really cool noir, cyberpunk, a man with a gun head genre anime. And it is really cool. The basic plotline of it is it's very normal for people to have extensions to their body, like cybernetic parts. So the main character is a detective who deals exclusively with extended issues. He himself is an overextended, so he's just most of his body is just like a weapon, and his head is a gun, and it's yeah. The only reason I started watching this is because he had a gun for a head and it looked really weird. And then I really enjoyed it. It's actually class. So check that out if you want to. And number 4, I'm going to throw in My Hero Academia, or Boku no Hero Academia, whichever, language you want to go with. This seems to show up in my list every single year, but that's because if you watch anime, if you don't watch anime, if you like superheroes, if you check any box, if you're living, you probably should have already tried watching this. It is one of those, it's so popular, it's scary kind of a show, but it is well worth the watch, and I'm just going to continue recommending it. It's about superpowers and concerts, and there's a lot going on. I would just recommend watching it if you haven't. And number 3, we have Fire Force, which is about firefighters who fight fires because human combustion is a big issue. It's just a thing where people spontaneously combust and become fire demons, so the fire brigade have to come and fight them, literally. It is really cool because a lot of them have fire powers. The main character, he has the power to shoot fire from his legs, so he does these cool capoeira spins, and it's really well animated, and just the fight scenes look ridiculously cool. Story is also a lot of fun, so Fire Force is something from last year that I would recommend picking up if you haven't. The number 2 spot goes to something that completely blew me out of the water, and I didn't know it existed until it did. It's an anime by the name of Dorohedoro. There's this lizard man named Kaiman. He doesn't know why he's got a lizard head. Some sorcerer did it to him probably, so he's trying to figure all of that out. There are sorcerers who come to their little hole. It's just this really terrible town, and the sorcerers come so they can practice, and it just seems to be a thing, and there's a lot. I really didn't expect to like it as much as I did. It just kind of grows on you, and things keep happening, and you're like, what's gonna happen next? And it's something crazy, always. So highly recommended. The first season only ended recently, and it is really, really cool. And finally, at the number 1 spot, if you follow me on Instagram, you probably have some idea of what it is, because I put up a post yesterday. It's Demon Slayer, or Kimetsu no Yaiba pronunciation. It's about this dude's family, demons murder sister's demon, going on adventures, becoming member of the demon corps. It's really cool, and it was just perfect. Watching it, when I watched the first episode, I was like, this is gonna be, I know what's gonna happen next. And then after episode 1, I was like, I'm kind of hooked, yeah. If you don't follow me on Instagram and you have watched that show, I do own this, because this was a plan for Kaizoku-kan. But yeah, I guess it'll have to just be done at some other time. And if you haven't watched it, that probably looked really weird, so watch it and then come back to me. Good idea? Good idea. So that was my top 5 anime of the past year or so. It's not all of the anime that I've watched in that time, but it is the things that just kind of grabbed my attention and held it. If there is something that came out in the past year that you think is ridiculously good and needs to be watched, would like to hear it. I am always up for stuff, and I have so much time on my hands, it's kind of scary. But yeah, that is all for today. I will talk to you all tomorrow. Slán.